Hey, y'all, it's your gal, Tammy T. Y'all know what it is, and you're tuned in to Grinding for My Moment, the podcast. Today's guest is a young entrepreneur out of Memphis, Tennessee, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's using candles to spark something bigger than just fragrance. He's inspiring self-love and positivity with every product he sells. Y'all know him, y'all love him. Terrell Fuller Jr. We call that man TJay Skid. He's the owner of a unique aromatherapy-based candle brand where every candle, and when I say every candle comes with daily affirmations, just to uplift and encourage the people, in their day-to-day life and just what's going on, because who couldn't use a little encouragement? You see what I'm saying? In your life. I know I can. I can. I'll take some right now. Anyway, his story is all about turning life's challenges into building blocks and sharing light, literally and figuratively. Go figure. You know what I'm saying? And then he's doing all of this, and then he's doing it with his community, for his community, and just to uplift and just make his community feel good and enjoy their good aromatherapy. You know what I'm saying? So whether you're into candles, affirmations, or just love hearing stories about young people out here chasing their dreams, you know what I'm saying? This interview is for you. You better believe it. You better know it. You better not doubt it. Okay, y'all, let's get into it with my man, my youngin', my protege, Terrell Fuller Jr., TJay Ski, man. Let's go. Welcome to the Grinding for My Moment, the podcast. Right here, y'all. Thanks for our sponsors, Butterific Bakery and Cafe, and the Local Vibes Only Network. We couldn't do this without y'all. You better believe it. You better know it. You better not doubt it. I got my guest right now here today. You know him. You love him. Terrell Fuller, young TJay, owner of More Than a Flame. Young brother that wrote a book. We're going to hear about all of this on this episode of Grinding for My Moment. Let's get into it. Young TJay, tell these folks, introduce yourself to the people right now.
First, I want to thank you for having me on your show.
You better know it.
You know what? I've never been on a podcast, so this is my first one. So I see what you're trying to do, trying to put your beard in before I pop off. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory. So growing up, it was a little rough. So my mom, she was in a domestic violence relationship, and we would always go to Old Navy. We'd go down. If you're from Memphis, you're familiar with that whole Popular area where they got the Old Navy across the street. You got the Piccadilly. That was our spot. And so after that, we'd go down to Kroger. Kroger had all the candles. That's where I first got introduced to candles. I would go over, I would just smell them.
At Kroger.
Yeah. And it made me forget about everything. I forget about everything because aromatherapy is real. And so my godmom, she asked me, she was like, you ever thought about having your own candle business since you love candles so much? And I was like,
thank God for godmamas.
That's what I'm talking about. And so because of that, she kind of influenced me. So about 3 years later, I did Light Memphis through my school. I got connected through my school. Shout out to Soulsville Charter School.
And Light Memphis.
I got introduced to them, and even though it was a lot of stuff I was learning at that time, I was still able to take everything in, and eventually I was able to win. I won first place, and I had the cookies. Everybody loved the cookies. I had the butter cookie samples, and I used my top tier customer service from Butterific Bakery Cafe. At that time, I had about 2 years of experience, so I was ready.
Man was ready. And see, that's what I like to let my young people know, that when you come to Butterific, if you got a dream, we gonna try to foster that thing. We gonna try to make it. The main sell is candles up in here. So eventually, what we working on is a website. All right, so y'all will be able to get. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a story I'm gonna let y'all watch develop. So right now, you can buy his book. What's the name of your book? Tell the people how they can get that book first.
So I'm on Amazon. You can look up. It's Terrell Fuller. You put that name up in there, and then you can put Seeds of Reflection. So you put Terrell Fuller Seeds of Reflection, it'll pop right up. So yeah, that's how you do that. And it don't have a specific genre. It's just a journal. It's a journal, and it helps people, to figure out that writing is one of those things where it can help you with anything. That's what I learned to do. Writing just, it helped me with a lot of stuff. And so, shout out to writing. I love writing.
When you say writing, help you with a lot of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know how people say reading and watching TV and all that is a form of escape from what's like really going on, and it's a creative escape when you write. So what do you like to write? Like short stories, poetry? What's your genre that you feel like is your place for writing?
Genre.
I know you don't like to put yourself in a box, but I'm just saying, like, if you were to say, I got his book out, what would that book pretty much definitely be?
It would be self-love. I write a lot of self-love stuff, and I'm all about Black excellence. So I'm big on Black. So a lot of my stuff is about mental health, about self-love, about being Black, and and Memphis is a majority Black community, so that's who I'm around every day. So that's all I see, that's all I know, and that's who I've learned to love. And if you don't love yourself, then you out of there.
I like this. So you writing for the people.
I write for the people.
Because I heard I just heard everything you just said, and you've been around Black.
Yeah.
So when you write, you're writing to Black people, right? So my audience right now, I know probably right now about 80% Black. So check out the young brother, Amazon, Seeds of Reflection, Terrell Fuller, two R's, two L's.
Two R's, two L's.
So that's how you spell that. So Fuller is Fuller, two L's.
Fuller House.
There it is.
Make a Fuller House.
Now, I had to let the people know about the book. There's something they can go buy right now.
Yeah.
They can go buy that right now. But these candles, you've been selling these just at Butterific how long?
2 years now.
2 years.
2 years.
Selling the candles. So, how would you explain, like, say some young person want to get into the candle business. What would you say should be their first step? Like, what do you think, like, you got to do this first if you want to get into this business? What would you tell them?
Find out what people like, because your customer is what buys the product. So if you don't know what your customer likes, you're not gonna be able to make money, and you're gonna be losing money at the same time. Because if you just want to buy something that you feel like you would like, it's not gonna make sense. Because that's what I've been learning for a long time. Ever since I've been in business, you have to go with what your customer likes. So when I first started and I first bought my first batch, I did nothing but lemon, caramel, cappuccino, and sugar. Lemon sold like that.
Five.
Lemon sold like that. It was quick. Because people like fruity scents. So I was like, okay, people like fruity scents. And then I was trying to sell caramel cappuccino. But this is around the summertime. Nobody likes coffee scented candles. Unless I guess I haven't been introduced to that crowd yet, but no one really likes them from my experiences. So I've always sold fruity candles: passion fruit, orange vanilla, lemon, mango, and what's another one?
The strawberry did pretty well.
The strawberry shortcake. Even though it was a light scent, it was for people who had, I guess, people who were prone to headaches. They would use that as a way to help them out, because it was light. It
wasn't too strong. It wasn't hitting like karate.
It wasn't too heavy.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much.
So you decide your own business with candle. You done wrote a book. You done graduated from high school. You out here, you managing Butterific. You making your money. You got your side hustle. You out here. You're a young man to watch and doing the do. who inspired you? Like, who in your life, this is your chance to give them their flowers now. Who inspired you to go do what you gotta do? I know you mentioned your godmama earlier.
There's a few people actually. I'm gonna break down different components. So I'll say from the business aspect and just knowing how to manage money, my godmama, because she's been in the graphic design business for a while, and she the one who does my logos. Y'all see these beautiful logos done by Anissa Everett, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everett, the media. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
That's fine too though. Yeah. Godmama did that. This fine that. Yeah.
But this gonna be different in the end of the year because I'm working on a rebrand.
We rebranded. We gonna get into that, but keep going with your flowers right now.
Okay, so I just want to give my flowers to my godmom first, and then my mom, of course, because she always put a book in front of my face. Like, she always wanted me to learn something. Like, I remember when I was 8 years old, I told her that I like to work with people. Boom. I mean, sociology book. Which is why I feel like I'm so good with people, because I took the time to understand how the brain works and that certain issues can affect you. It can affect you mentally. So I've always been able to break stuff down and be able to be a more active listener, just because she was able to give me these books to read.
Yeah, he a butterific psychiatrist on duty every day. He like, TJay, talk to him. You know, I can't deal with it right now. Okay, I got you. Get godmom and mama. Yeah.
Of course, Tamika Butterific Heard. I don't think I would have won like Memphis without her, because customer service, you got to know how to talk to people. You got to know how to, because every customer is different. As long as you know how to talk to customers differently, depending on how they are, you good. You set for life. It's called adaptability. I think that's the word. If you're able to adapt to someone or something, you are good in any situation.
Facts.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I had to learn that on my own. And I wouldn't be able to hear about all the different books you done read, the different ramblings of experiences she had from being in business and actually being here, seeing it face to face. You know, shout out to her. I appreciate you.
You better know it. I appreciate you too, youngin. Seriously. Shoot, I'm giving you your flower too. Cause I'm telling you, you know this will hold me down. That's why I gotta bring this man on, cause he ain't your regular. Like, I done been around regulars, but I'm trying not to be around regulars as much. So I'm trying to be around people who, I won't say superior, but they got goals. This man, I know he got dreams and he gonna do good things, and he ain't gonna try to get over on nobody. Cause they said only reason you try to get over is if you in traffic. So I feel like young TJay is doing the dang thing, and now I want to talk about this rebrand.
Okay, let's talk about
What's going on with the rebrand?
So I first started my business when I was 16. I'm 19 now. So you gotta grow with your business. You know, I started out with a candle and a cookie. And it was cute. You know, you have the cartoon on it. People are attracted to cute when you're young. The older you get, you got to start hitting on different. You got to hit on a different level. You know, because your audience grows up, you grow up, and people want something different. You know, it's okay to be the same, but you want to kind of alter it too. You don't want to have just the same, just more different. Boom. I'm working on having more fragrances, more scents. Larger candles, scents that last longer. I want to have a variety of, I want to have a different look too, not just a label, but I want the tin to be. I want it to have like flowers, and I want it to have different artwork. I want to be able to shout out a different artist. I want them to come and paint on it. You know, I want to do something different, because all this goes into supporting Black people and being able to support the local businesses in Memphis through my business. And eventually I'm gonna be able to put people on like I people put me on. So this is my ultimate goal.
I like that. I like that. Cause I mean, cause you supposed to be like back in the day in the 60s. People use their businesses. They bring people to do speakeasies. They revolutionaries went there. Politicians. That's where they went to the business for their help. You see what I'm saying? So it's good. That's why I do cookies in community. Now you can do candles in community. See what I'm saying? Because we out here to help. Like it's bigger than us. I feel like once you realize that it's bigger than you, you'll be on to something. You finna go somewhere with this thing. All right.
That's real.
You got any upcoming? Because I hear you saying you're gonna rebrand. Do we have a rebrand date? A date where we're gonna have some exclusive candles hitting the scene? Are you waiting for the holidays to pop out? Like, what's the rebrand and how you gonna launch this thing? Because this is looking like it's gonna have to be some sort of launch, and it's gonna be perfect for you to have a website during this launch.
So during the launch, the website gonna come out, and I'm gonna let y'all know a month before so y'all can prepare. I'm gonna be taking in pre-orders. I'm gonna be taking in call-ins. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to slide money, if y'all don't trust the website, y'all can slide me the money via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. I'll take EBT too.
Oh no, not the EBTs. Yeah. We at Butterific, y'all, so I'm grinding for my moment while we doing the podcast, you know what I'm talking about? But I told young TJay I gotta get this up. I gotta let y'all know what he got going on and all of this good stuff. We got More Than Flame. We got the book Seed of Reflection. Is it Seed or Seeds?
Seeds of Reflection.
With an S.
Yeah.
Seeds of Reflection on Amazon. Order your book. Copy your book. Support the young man because he's finna do a lunch. And what I do know about a lunch, they're not inexpensive. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna have to re-up on candles and all of that stuff. So make sure y'all support the brother, help him out. You know what I'm saying? Come up by these last few candles here at Butterific. Because, I mean, that's what it's about. That's what business is about. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote?
It's got to be one of them quotes that you be like, this one going to get me through the year. I'm talking about the year. You see what I'm saying? Think on that thing. Because, you know.
My favorite quote. I'm going to say that, I'm going to summarize it. It's not the exact quote, but it said, doing something, it's like doing something is better than nothing. It's like I'd rather put at least 10% in versus 0. Because it's like I'm taking steps at a time versus not taking any step. You know, she always say slow motion is better than no motion. So if every day I'm just doing 10%, 10%. No matter if it's 10 days, 10 months, eventually you're gonna get to 100. And when you get to 100%, you can get to 1,000%, you can get to 1,000,000%. You know, it's all about percentages. You know, because that's the amount of that's the percent that people put in when they doing anything. You know, I can be tired, but I'd be like, you know what? I'm at least do 50% of my work so I can, you know, be like, okay, I can do the other half tomorrow. You know, but it's all about being disciplined. You know, because we're not gonna always have motivation, but you have to be disciplined.
Yeah, and that discipline come in to help you when you're not. Yeah. Okay. In your own words, why is it imperative that you esteem and inspire others daily? Because I know this here. It's like on the top of this. It says the more you learn, the more you earn. That seems more like an inspirational type of quote. So why is it important for you through your business and just being you that you esteem and inspire others?
One thing I've learned is that it's hard to motivate somebody who isn't motivated. So I feel like daily affirmations and daily reminders, not only to someone else but to yourself, can help you grow as a person. And like I was saying earlier, it gets hard. And so I'm gonna explain this right here. So this says serenity. And at the bottom it says, achieve this positive state of mind so you won't feel troubled by life's ups and downs. So I put that on there because I'm just like, I see too many people give up so soon, and I see them give up after trying so much. And I understand that, hey, it can be stressful, it can be overwhelming, but don't ever give up. Because once you give up, you don't know what opportunity you may miss. I'm like, oh, man, I've been posting for a year. I'm not getting any attention. I don't have any extra followers. You don't know who's been watching you. Because you don't know who's been watching you, as soon as they see you fall off, they're going to be like, oh, they're not being as consistent as they used to be. And I've learned from that because when I was posting, I felt like I wasn't doing enough. Next thing you know, I'm being contacted by the news station for me to come and show my candles at Butterific. And I was just like, wow, me posting can help me. And so just being creative in that aspect and being more consistent, you have to be consistent. You have to be. Yeah, because you will fall. I'm not saying you're gonna fall off, but when you stop, it just feel like you're not doing enough. You want to be able to feel like you're doing enough. Yeah. So I feel like I have to inspire people because people inspire me, and if I wasn't inspired, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I have so much more to go. You know, so I feel like if I wasn't inspired, you know, I wouldn't be able to do it and I won't be able to help other people because I've had friends who told me that, man, you're always so positive, you're always trying to find a way to better yourself in a situation. You gotta be, yeah, because I done made this with love. I know what it feel like. You just gotta keep going though. You can't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop.
And he used one of my favorite words. Shout out to my man, the podcast king, David Shands, and the Morning Meetup family. In that organization, in that group, we always say, we all know what David said. He got it even in the clubhouse, the MMU clubhouse. Consistency is the only cheat code. I mean, because if you do stuff halfway, you're going to get halfway results. But like you just said, if you put in 10% every day, it's just like if you doing 10 sit-ups every day, eventually you're going to see an ab or two. You see what I'm saying? So I really do feel like you said, you know, consistency is where it's at. What do you like most about being in business? What do you like most about it?
Meeting new people. Like because every customer is not the same. You get to learn so much from your customers and it helps you understand people a little more than you ever did before. And not only that, but you get to, you know, take a little bit from everybody and you get to incorporate it to your business so you can, so you can grow. And I've learned that a lot. I'm trying to think of an example. So I remember when I was with Light Memphis, and this is after the program had ended, and we had to do a pop-up event. So we had people come from everywhere. You know, they was there. We was over there. We was set up by the fair at the time, and a lady came in and she was talking about the snickerdoodle, and she was talking about how she loves snickerdoodle since, and she's always been looking for snickerdoodle. And I'm like, this is my first time popping out with this set. It's my first time. And I started setting it here, and then she was like, she liked snickerdoodle, and I had other people tell me. They was super strong, and I'm like, I would have never thought. I just wanted to try something out because it was like November time. This is a perfect time to pop out with a cinnamon scent. And I just learned that people like cinnamon, and they do. And I've learned that people like scents that go with the weather at the time. That's one thing I learned, just to go back to that.
Yeah, but them holiday scent cinnamon,
yeah.
I'm going to give you a snickerdoodle candle. Right now, I need lemon. But snickerdoodle, that just, hey, for the holidays, I'm talking about right around October-ish. I'll be ready for a snickerdoodle candle. Five. Now, you talked about that, you know, you grew up in an abusive household, you know. So, how did the competitive drive in life propel you for your business venture? Like, how did it propel you and prepare you? You see what I'm saying? What's your catalyst? What made you be like, I gotta get it? You see what I'm saying? What was that I guess motivated you to say, hey, I know I came from this environment, but my past don't define my future. You see what I'm saying? So what made you, because a lot of people will use that and be like, this is my life, I can't do any better than this is where I'm supposed to be, because that's what circumstances have you. You see what I'm saying? What made you not fall into that trap of my life right now, that's just how it is, and that's how it's gonna be? That's where we stuck in, thinking, because that's a mindset. You see what I'm saying? So how do you feel like? Where did you get the mentality to even be like, I'm still gonna do the best I can do and be the best I can be? Where did they come from?
Yeah, so a lot of people are products of their environment. But instead, I want to be the seed. I wanted to be the seed that grew out of the environment. I wanted to be that seed that grew from concrete. And I feel like that's what I'm doing now. Like I didn't have the soil. I didn't have the soil to help me, but I had enough gravel to ground me and to grow me from just being so grounded. And I feel like because I wasn't able to help my mom physically, but because I was able to help her so good mentally, and I was like, I can do this. You know, she was a person that I was always with every single day. Like I was the only child for 10 years. And so being with your mom for 10 years and going like just going through life where by myself, you know, we didn't have nobody else. And so because I had to be her person, she was my person. She helped me get into certain situations, certain situations to be able to gain opportunities.
Oh no, shout out to Bev, because I'm gonna tell you right now, she the one who contacted me and said my son need a job. You see what I'm saying? She the one who brought TJay here, so we just as Butterific and myself, I have to give Bev her flowers too. Cause if she wouldn't have said, hey, my son need a job, I wouldn't even be sitting right here with young TJay in his candle business who wrote a book, who's not a manager of Butterific. You see what I'm saying? So everything, you know, shout out to Bev, man. I just wanna, you know, do that real quick. Now keep going.
Yeah, she like I was saying, I couldn't help her physically. I was too small at the time, but I was able to help her mentally. And I feel like they carried me and they carried us on a journey that we wasn't even prepared for. And because we had went through that, we had to step up. We had to be a part of that journey. So yeah, shout out to moms for being there. And I'm happy I was able to be there for her.
But believe me, you better know you better not daddy. Shout out, Bill, man, because you did a good job. I gotta stop cursing on the podcast. You did a good job, man, and I appreciate that. You know, that's why I was like, yeah, we gotta make sure she stays straight. You know what I'm saying? Because that's mom. You know, she held you down, you hold her down.
That too.
All right. So what do you think? You think you ever get into like speaking and doing things of that nature? You know, because you got the juice to do a few, you know, inspirational. You can stand up right here and probably just inspire some folks. But is that something that you think you'll get into one day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only did two speeches like in my life, and that right there, it was life changing.
Yeah.
Just to be able to see people be engaged and to hear them clap and to see them focus and shaking their heads like this, it helped me understand that people are listening to you. You have a voice. And if you don't use your voice, no one's gonna ever hear you. Ever. So my first speech was with Light Memphis. Light Memphis has been, they've helped me.
Yeah.
Shout out to Light Memphis.
Right now today, baby.
Yeah, they wanted me to speak for some other young entrepreneurs, and that was the same day I sold out. I made about $400 that day.
Woo!
But everybody supporting me were also young entrepreneurs. And that's what I'm talking about. Being able to help somebody else just because I inspired them, they wanted to support me because I was so genuine. I was able to support them. I gave them some knowledge about business, and they wanted to give me the same. They wanted to, you know, show a little reciprocity through buying my product. So, man, they did that. And another one was with Facing History and Ourselves. That's the shirt I got on right here. I simply raised my hand one day, and I talked about a subject dealing with the Black community, because we were facing history and ourselves, and I made a poem, and it was like, man, this is good. We need you to speak at our next event, and I did, and I was the first person to write a spoken word piece. Everybody else did speeches, but I did a spoken word piece, and it made me different, and I had to understand that you are different, and you have to appreciate yourself for being different. You are unique. That's why I'm so big on affirmations. You are unique. You are smart. You are handsome. You are strong. You know what I'm saying? You got all these words that you can tell yourself, because eventually it's gonna click for you.
Facts.
Eventually.
Facts. That what he just said, we like to call those I am statements. And in the morning when I get up, I have a few I am, like I am rich, I am successful, I am motivated, I am about to have the best butterific day of my life. I believe in I am statements. But you're missing one more, because I was there for this one. You're missing one more speaking that you did. I want to say you spoke at your graduation.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, now.
I did speak my graduation.
Come on, man. I was like, oh, so he had three. You know what I'm saying? Speeches that he's done. So talk about that graduation speech that you did, though.
So in my graduation, they had a meeting. It was like, who's gonna have speaking this year? Automatically, Terrell. And I was like, when they told me that story, I'm like, what made? I always would ask people. I don't know why I would ask, like I don't understand my own worth. And I would ask, why me? Why did you choose me? They was like, man, your personality, you always coming in, smiling, you always being bright. You know, you have such a beautiful spirit. And I was like, you know what? Speaking might be my thing. It might be my thing.
You know what I'm talking about?
The way when I was practicing it, it was just like, you enunciate yourself well. You have, certain words, you know how to go up. You know how to keep in contact with the crowd. A lot of stuff you know how to do, so you make a good candidate to speak this year. So I was like, let's do it.
And this one thing that I noticed about the man, that he would come in from school to Butterific. What you care? What did you have? And I went to White Station. You see what I'm saying? We was like the high, we up there. But what did you have that you carried to school while other people was carrying the backpack? What did you have?
I didn't have a backpack, I had a briefcase.
Man had a briefcase, man.
Briefcase, yeah.
This man was a businessman. Y'all, they knew him as the businessman. If anybody had any questions about business, they go on to TJay. They knew he got something he finna sell you. I don't care if it's some scents, some candles, some cookies. Man, he might go to Sam's and put a package together and be like, I just admired that about this man, because he gonna make his money. You see what I'm saying? But he gonna do it in a way with love, integrity, and respect, and that's key. Everybody ain't doing it like that. Somebody gonna try to get over. This man ain't gonna try to get over. And I appreciate that. I admire and respect that. Okay? Now, one last question. Now, this is the one David Shan always asks people, because, it's just longevity for me. And I'm gonna ask this question with the thought of thinking that the Grinding for My Moment, the podcast, is going to still be going during these times, okay? In the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
I'm a millionaire in 5 years. I'm a millionaire. I'm going to have another book out.
Yeah!
I'm a millionaire in the next 5 years. I'm going to have another book out. It'll be 5 years into a career. I'll probably still be baking cookies and whatever. Yeah. Might come in there and that Chinese.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Part-time dough maker.
Come on,
man.
man.
Full-time dough maker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, next 5 years, I'm trying to be on a different path. Like I don't want to be in the same place. I see too many people be repetitive, and I see them do too much of, just this right here. Sometimes you gotta go straight. You gotta keep going forward. And when you go forward, you gotta go up. You don't stop. You gotta keep going up. That's my plan. I want to keep going up. I want to keep learning. I want to invest in some stocks. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get some interest. I'm trying to do everything, y'all. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. If y'all just get in there and just everybody just who's watching this, just go buy some books. Yep. Y'all can help propel him. You see what I'm saying, to that millionaire status. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna write some more books, then that book gonna make people go buy the other book. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna work. Like, I looked at what he said, like, as a plane taking off. You see what I'm saying? The plane take off like this, my business starting, I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna get it. First sale. Boom, we going up. Then we get up there, bam, millionaire status, bam, we just want to coast. You see what I'm saying? We millionaires, money just coming at us now. We ain't got to hustle as hard. We ain't got to grind as hard. But right now, we grinding for our moment. Man, I appreciate your grind. I respect it. And we gonna both agree. 5 years, millionaires, baby. Millionaires. Bam! You better believe it.
Millionaire fist bump. You saw that?
Thank y'all for tuning in for Grinding for My Moment, the podcast. Shout out to my main, young protege, young TJay, Fuller man. Go get that book, Amazon, Seeds of Reflection. More than the flame, come to Butterific, gone by the rest of his stash, because he finna rebrand. Yeah, this gonna be like y'all gonna be able to collect these, man. This ain't even young, like, I had the first one. You come and get these, y'all got a collector's item, man. You know what I'm saying? You can burn it, but then just hold on to the can. Because I put change and everything in mine, so, you can keep it. I got collector's items, you know what I'm talking about? Anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of Dodge?
It's a lot. It's a lot I want to leave y'all with, but...
This ain't your last time. We following you. We following your career. But let's go.
It's gonna be the one thing that I leave y'all with. And it's something I learned from her. In order to do something that's gonna help you grow, and something that you can learn from every single day, you have to be obsessed with it. Gotta be obsessed. Obsession is the word I'm gonna leave y'all with. If you don't be obsessed with what you got going, you're not gonna make it. And you're not gonna be able to make the money you want to make. You're not gonna be able to impact the people that you want, the way that you want to impact them. You're not gonna be able to leave the legacy that you want to leave, because you're just gonna be too focused on being simple, being average. Nothing about you is average.
Nothing.
You gotta go up. Like I said, keep going up every single day. Boom, bam, bam.
Bam, 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 bam! You already know it. We obsessed over here. Obsessed with success. So we finna get it. We grinding for our moment. You better know it. You better believe it. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank you, TJay, for taking time out of your busy day. You know what I'm saying? To sit down with me on the podcast. I appreciate you. This is my second interview for Grinding for My Moment. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. See y'all next time. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Bill, 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 bill. And that's a wrap on this episode of Grinding for My Moment, the podcast. A huge thank you to Terrell Fuller Jr., my main TJay, for dropping gems and reminding us that lighting up your life starts from within, man. You know what I'm talking about? If you enjoyed today's episode, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share, so you don't miss out on no more stories of hustle, heart, and purpose out here in these streets, baby. This episode was proudly brought to you by Butterific Bakery and Cafe, home of the best butter cookies in the world. So whether you need something sweet to brighten your day or a dozen to share, you better pull up at 488 South 2nd Street, baby, in beautiful downtown Memphis. Or you can order online, butterificbakery.com, because we are in the middle of our great Butterific cookie rush. So y'all know what to do. Make it happen, cap it. And a big love to our family and Local Vibes Only Network, connecting you to the best creators and conversations coming out of Memphis. Until next time, keep grinding, keep shining, and remember, you better believe your moment is coming. See y'all on the next episode, man. Peace. Bam, 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 bam.